We have about a week left of Guardian Games All-Stars, and I still see a lot of people deeply confused on how to earn the All-Star Vector Skimmer and how the focused activity and reward packages work. So let me actually fix that with an in-depth explanation and advice on how to complete the drop-in quest. As long as you're viewing this before March 26th, you still have plenty of time to earn that Skimmer. To start, make sure you completed the Best in Class intro quest from Ava and have your Guardian Game class item equipped at all times. If you're new to the event, just follow that intro quest, read all the info you get along the way, and read the tooltip in the upper left corner of Ava's vendor screen. If you ever delete your class item, you can purchase another one from Ava. Now, upon completion of the Best in Class quest, you'll get the white version of the All-Star Vector Skimmer, but this version will expire after the event. To complete the drop-in quest to earn the permanent exotic version of the Skimmer, you have to do one of three objectives: earn 1200 medallion score, achieve a top 10% competitive Nightfall score, or open 3 winners packages. The winners package requirement has a ton of confusion and misinformation, so let's explain that first. To earn this Champions package, the class you pledge needs to win a focused activity. Focused activities are new to this iteration of Guardian Games. When you look at the Tower Director screen, you'll see 5 icons above the center transmat location. The 4 large icons are for the Guardian Games playlists, special versions of Strikes, Nightfalls, Crucible, and Gambit that have extra modifiers and loot. The 5th icon, at top center, is information on focus activities. Every few hours, one of the 4 Guardian Games activities will be chosen as the focused activity for 2 to 3 hours. Hover over the focused activity icon for more info. If there is no activity going on, it'll just give a countdown to when the next one begins, as well as who won the previous activity. If there is a focus activity going on, hovering over the focus activity icon will change to a much more involved tooltip. It'll explain how it all works, what rewards you can get, and the current standings, meaning who is currently winning or losing. To get rewards and participate, you need to pledge your loyalty. That means the first focus activity you complete while the event is running, you lock yourself in as that class. This pledge will then be noted in the focus activity tooltip. So if you played your first game as a Warlock, that means you'll only get loot by playing on Warlock, and you'll only win the focus activity if Warlocks win. This pledge only lasts for 2 to 3 hours that specified focus activity lasts. Next, to know which playlist is the focused activity, there are 3 visual indicators. 1. The chosen playlist will have extra thick white gilding around the playlist icon. 2. When you hover over the playlist, at the very top it'll say focused activity ends in X amount of time. And 3. When you queue for the playlist, in the modifier section, you'll see the Guardian Games logo stating that this is the active focus activity. While playing the active focus activity, you'll earn points for your team. When your team score passes specific rewards thresholds, you can earn a reward package. To get said packages, you must complete a focus activity after your team score has passed that specific threshold. Example, Team Warlocks passed the Tier 1 threshold. The next activity I complete will drop the Tier 1 rewards package. This will then go into my consumables inventory. But that's not all. Every focus activity you complete after your team reaches a score threshold will give you that tier rewards package again. And then when your team's score crosses the next tier, you'll get the next tiered version of it. These 3 tiers of packages grant a specific medal when opened: bronze for Tier 1, silver Tier 2, and gold for Tier 3. The packages are also stackable, so you can hoard them, and they'll prevent you from opening them if you don't have space for those medals in your medallion case. Now, these 3 tiered packages are not what you need to complete that step of the drop-in quest. You need to open 3 winners packages, which are called Champions packages. These look like black and white engrams that go into your consumables inventory. To earn them, the class you pledge on for that focus activity needs to win the focus activity, so they must have the highest score by the end of it. If you want to game the system to guarantee you'll wait until the event has like 30 minutes left and then pledge to the class that is currently winning, which you can see when viewing the focus activity standings. Due to recent score weighting changes, that pretty much always is going to be Titans. However, you need to make sure you complete the activity before the timer is up. Queuing and or completing the activity after time has expired might not give you the rewards. Secondly, the Champions package won't drop immediately. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes after the focus activity ends. If you hover over the focus activity icon and it doesn't display who won the previous event, the loot hasn't been divvied out yet. If it does display who won, and you pledged and played on that class during the event, just restart the game or go to the tower and then back to orbit. It won't give you the package if you're in the middle of an activity or on a destination. You have to refresh your instance. To earn progress on the drop-in quest, you have to open 3 of these champions packages. So participate and win 3 of these events and then open the engram. If your medallion case is full, you won't be able to open them as they completely fill your case. So deposit your medals and then open the engram. Just make sure you have the drop-in quest on that character. Now let's address some questions, bugs, and issues. On the topic of pledging on a class for focus activity, it is only supposed to be for the duration of that focus activity, so a couple of hours. When the next one comes up, it'll make you pledge again. Some people report that they are stuck at being pledged on the same class for each event. Personally speaking, I haven't had this issue across the numerous events I've played. So if this is indeed happening, there are 2 things I can think of to fix it. 1. Make sure you complete the best in class quest on all your characters. Maybe the game thinks you can't pledge to another class since you haven't finished this. 2. Participate in the active focus activity. When it ends, wait 15 minutes. When a winner is declared, close the game and relaunch it. The proposed issue might be caused by you not fully completing an event or logging in when a subsequent event is occurring and the game freaks out. On the topic of where is my champions package, make sure you go through this checklist. Did I complete the best in class intro quest? Did I have my Guardian Games class item equipped? Did I play in the specified focus activity? Did I complete said activity before the event ended? Did my pledged class win the event? If you answered yes to all of this, then wait until the focus activity icon declares a winner of the previous event, log out of the game, relaunch, and select your character. The engram should drop or be in your consumable inventory. If not, check your postmaster. If you still didn't get your reward, then all I can think of is that you didn't do something correctly. Out of the 4 focus activities that I've played in one, I got all of my packages. The only issue I can think of is if your team won a focus activity, but then say you logged off before it ended, and you didn't log on again until 24 hours later, and several other focus activities have taken place. The game might not remember you won that specific event since you skipped the window of when they handed out the rewards. So to doubly make sure you get your package, play until the event ends, wait 15 minutes, then relaunch and reselect your character. Okay, if this seems too buggy or complicated, you have 2 other ways to get the exotic Skimmer. One way is that top 10% Nightfall score. This refers to earning a high score in the Guardian Games competitive Nightfall playlist that is compared against everyone in the community. This does not refer to reaching gold or platinum threshold during a run, which you'll see as a pop-up throughout and at the very end. That notification is for the tiered rewards tied to the Shoot to Score quest. To see your highest score and where you're placed for the week, look at the Shoot to Score quest. Do note that as the week goes on, it gets harder to earn a score in the top 10% since more Guardians have optimized their score and the active Nightfalls rotate. 3 are active during the week, so one of them will be the best at earning a high score due to its length and enemies. For your best chances at earning a top 10% score, do the following. Number 1, just do a normal run and earn at least 150,000 points. That'll give you the Gold Contender buff, which will give you greatly increased ability regen and weapon damage when you go on streaks in the Nightfall playlist. Number 2, play as close to the weekly reset as you can. Tuesday is tomorrow, so if you complete the Nightfall right at reset, your score has a greater chance at being in the top 10% since the Nightfall hasn't been fully optimized yet. Number 3, focus on big point medals. This mainly comes down to earning streaks of 3, 6, and 9 kills with a specific ability or weapon, or by the popular emote finisher combo. On every major target or higher, you should get them into finisher range, perform an emote, wait for that emote to show up in the kill feed, then perform a finisher on the target. Number 4, go either solo or in a pre-made fire team. Yes, it is a match-made activity, but score is important. To make sure you get those kill streaks and emote finishers, you want total control over your team. Now, if you can't earn a top 10% score, then you have the slow and steady requirement of earning 1200 medallion score. Basically, every type of medallion you earn has a point value assigned. Bronze are 1, silver 2, gold 5, platinum 15, and diamond are 300. Because of the diamond medallion, the 1200 score is not as daunting as it might appear. The catch is that diamond medallions are limited, only 3 per week per account. 1 from endgame PvE, 1 for trials, and 1 from watching 2 hours of a Destiny stream on Twitch. The last one is a no-brainer everyone should complete. You don't even have to watch the stream, just pull it up, lower the volume, and come back later. To get your diamond medal, make sure that streamer has the D2 extension and drops enabled so you actually get progress. You can check by visiting the drops and rewards page in your account profile. And to get your medal, make sure your Twitch account is linked to your Bungie account. The link to Bungie's help page is located on the drop, but I'll also have it linked in the description. Once you completed the drop and claim it, exit out of the game and then go visit Ava in the tower. The other diamond cards you'll have to put in some work, winning in trials or getting a whole squad together for an all same class raid or dungeon. It is a lot of effort, but it is the most direct path with the least amount of out of your control influences. If you're seeing this when the video goes up, that means there are 6 diamond medallions you can earn before the end of the event. That's 900 to 1800 points easy. At the very least, do the Twitch ones. For the remaining points, you want to focus on platinum cards. The 2 easiest ones, and also solo friendly, are actually the trials and raid platinum cards. Instead of completing encounters, you're going to focus on generating orbs of power. Easily done in the entrance to Grasp of Avarice, Shirochi in Last Wish, or First Encounter in Prophecy. This is slow, boring, and not the most rewarding, but it'll net you a platinum in 5 to 10 minutes. The better option, IMO, is the Trials card, but instead of playing Trials, you'll be playing Supremacy, which also completes the card. Even if you were just decent at PvP, you should finish this bounty every game. That'll take 10 to 15 minutes, but you'll also get Crucible loot and rep, event weapons, and some bronze medals to speed up your medal score. For even more medals, play the active focused activity. Even if you don't win the event, by completing activities you'll earn those tier 1 to 3 rewards packages. That's free medals. And when you do the math, this is all doable in less than a week. If you don't get those diamond medals, then you'll need 80 platinum medals, so roughly 80 games of Supremacy, which is like 13 hours of playing. But if you can complete 1 or 2 of those diamond medals, that'll cut your time in half. At the end of the day, you have to look at what you can do given the time remaining. Everyone can earn it, you just might have to put in some elbow grease if you've waited this long. And besides, this isn't going to be the only skimmer ever to earn. We are bound to get some in the final shape, so don't let the FOMO get the best of you. In any case, good luck to you. Remember to complete the best in class intro quest, always have your class item equipped, make sure you are actually playing the focused activity, and relaunch the game a bit after the event ends to get those champion packages. If you have any other questions or tips, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. And if you want help raiding to complete that diamond card, come swing by the Sundog Gaming Discord. As always, I am your Commander Pika. Be kind, have fun, I'll see you on the battlefield.